How do we change our lives and the world? We do them both the same way. We raise our consciousness. As we're alive, we're always raising our consciousness, hopefully, if we are discovering more of who we are or what we can achieve or what we can accomplish. And then when we do that individually, then we give that to the world, and the world starts to do the same thing. For many of us, that concept doesn't make a lot of sense because we have been programmed to be really insignificant and to think that we don't matter and think that what we do has nothing to do with happening with what is occurring in our world. And then we have forgotten that everything is energy, your energy. And so we create the world energetically. So whatever we're putting out is what's going to happen. Now, over generations, we change in our consciousness and what we think we can achieve or accomplish. And so some people will come in and do things in a little different way. And that's what I did. I was given information from Wilhelm that would allow us all to raise our consciousness that would completely shift the world. But believing that was really challenging. It was challenging for me as it has been for you. And as I started to see, oh, there's more attacks, more war happening today, I go, maybe this is a good time for me to take the next step. Because that's what we're all doing in our lives individually and again, collectively. But when we don't do that, then we allow others to do that for us. And then we allow our world to look scary because we've become afraid and we're not going to own ourselves. I can say this because I've done that. I'm 74 so I'm now telling you, listen, I understand what I was given now. So I published the Any Advice messages again. I did them early for the 24th. It's still the 23rd today, but I received things differently. I received them precognitively. That was challenging for many people to accept, especially me. Most times I forget it, and so I don't remember, but I always know that it's right. I know that it's correct, and I know that it causes me to heal and come to a higher state of understanding. I just can't cause everyone else to do that, as you can't either. So you have to look at what are you going to do in your life that's going to cause you to feel more secure, that's going to cause you to have more love for yourself, and that's going to cause you to become more abundant, because all of those things are connected to your authentic self. And we don't always know what that is. I certainly couldn't have told you that this was going to be my authentic self because most times I ran from it. I didn't, no, I'm not doing this. And then I said, yeah, I am because I'm supposed to. And so when you read the messages, you'll see exactly what I mean. I'll just show you. I published them so you can have them now. And this is why, again, I'm changing my program, changing my rate, and putting up more and more work in there because it's time for us to change. And I had to be the first one because I've allowed myself to suffer a bit because I was trying to get everyone else to believe me. And I can't do that. And neither can you. And so, because we're going to be unique beings no matter when we live. So your value has increased. This is for tomorrow, you'll see your value has increased. We have used similar titles in the past, but hopefully more of you will understand what we meant and embrace your value today, which is the same as becoming your authentic self. Our messenger will also make that choice today after we reveal what he has been holding. None of you could have known that before. That was the purpose of your physical life experience. So again, we go back to 2008. They love giving me things in cycles because that is how we move through our lives. That's how the world evolves. That's how the world changes. And we have a choice. We can either repeat old cycles or we can create new ones, which is what we were meant to do now. So in 2008, it says your job, as it were, they love using quotes in different places, is to decide what you desire to create and then go about the business of doing just that. It is not up to you to figure out how it's going to get done. You have spent a great deal of your life trying to control particular outcomes, and in so doing, you simultaneously halt all the other resources that would be coming to you to your aid to assist you in your creations. This applies to every aspect of your life. When you are able to continually focus your attention on your ever evolving desires, you allow that connection to the source of all creation to remain open and flowing smoothly. You desired to gain this remembrance of your natural ability to create, so it would behoove you to utilize it. And so that's what I'm going to do today. And I just had to give you this because again, I feel energy and I just know what's going on. And this is something that I have held back because I was never going to tell you all of this. But that's no longer the case because I know what we can create. I know what you can create. When I say to people, I know who you are and what you can create because it's in your consciousness, and I've been given all the work that would guide you to the highest place you could possibly imagine because I've written it all. I was given all of it. But it'll be your choice, and it'll be the choice of all of us to see how we're going to manifest our world. One of the earlier messages that I received when this whole restructuring thing was happening, and they said, you are in the process of creating your new world. And they said, if you have any difficulty believing that is true, then you've discovered the problems that you've had throughout your life. See you soon.